Hello everyone. Let us start with question number 1. Question number 1 is the square root of 16 is. We know that the square root of 16 is 4 and 4 can be represented as 4 upon 1. So it is a rational number and it is a positive number. Integers are group of negative, 0 and positive numbers. So 4 is a rational number as well as an integer. So the answer to the first question is both B and C, a rational number and an integer. Question 2. Write the Pythagorean triplet for root 5. Pythagorean triplets are three numbers in which the sum of squares of two numbers is equal to the square of the third number. So in first option, square of 1 plus square of 2 is equal to 1 plus 4, that is equal to 5, and according to Pythagorean triplet, a square plus b square is equal to c square, and so here we get c square is equal to 5 and c is equal to root 5. So the Pythagorean triplet for root 5 is root 5 comma 1 comma 2. In third question we have 1.023 is the decimal representation of rational number. 1.023 can be written as 1023 upon 1000 because the decimal point is after 3 digits starting from the left to right. So we can add, we can put three zeros in the denominator, which gives us 1023 upon 1000. So option B is the correct answer to the third question. In fourth question, they have asked which of the following is an irrational number. An irrational number is a number which cannot be represented in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. In the first option, root 25 upon 16, 25 is the square of 5 and 16 is the square of 4. So root 25 upon 16 is equal to 5 upon 4, and 5 upon 4 is a rational number, so it is not an irrational number. In the second option, root 27 upon root 3, root 27 upon root 3. Root 27 can be written as root 3 into root 9 upon root 3, and we can cut root 3 from root 3 and we will be left with root 9, and we know that root 9's value is 3. 3 can be represented as 3 upon 1, so it is also a rational number and not an irrational number. Now we come to option 4th, that is root 100. So 100 is the square of 10 and the square root symbol will cut with the square symbol and it is equal to 10. 10 is also a rational number as it can be represented as 10 upon 1. So we are only left with one option, that is root 13. Root 13 is an irrational number because the square root of all prime numbers is irrational. So the answer to the fourth question is root 13. In the fifth question, the rationalizing factor of root 2 minus 1 is, rationalizing factor is the number which when multiplied by that number makes the number a rational number. So we need to make root 2 minus 1 a rational number. So when root 2 minus 1 is multiplied by root 2 plus 1, first option, it gives us the identity a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So putting the values of a is equal to root 2 square minus 1 square. So the square root symbol will be cut by the square symbol and it will be 2 and 1 square is 1. So 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, which is a rational number. So the answer to the fifth question is A part, root 2 plus 1. It is not B because when root 2 minus 1 is multiplied by root 2 minus 1, it gives us the identity of A minus B, A minus into A minus B, that is equal to A minus B whole square. And so it would become A square plus B square minus 2AB, that is root 2 square plus 1 square minus 2 root 2 and 1. That would be equal to root 2 square is 2 plus 1 minus 2 root 2, 3 minus 2 root 2, which is not a rational number. And in the third option it is root 2. When root 2 minus 1 is multiplied by root 2, it will be multiplied by both of them. So root 2 into root 2 is root 2 square or 2, and when minus 1 is multiplied by root 2, it is minus root 2. So 2 minus root 2 is also not a rational number. And the last option 1, when when root 2 minus 1 is multiplied by 1, it remains the same. So it is also not a rational number, and the answer is option A, root 2 plus 1. In the sixth question, every rational number is an A option is an irrational number, B whole number, C real number, and D is an integer. So irrational numbers cannot be represented in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0, and whole numbers include natural way of counting from 1 to infinity and 0. Integers are all positive, 0 and negative numbers, and real numbers consist of rational numbers, integers, and whole numbers. So first of all we got natural numbers. Natural numbers include the natural way of counting, that is from 1 to infinity. After that we have whole numbers. Whole numbers include the natural numbers, that is 1 to infinity, along with 0. After whole number we have integers. Integers, along with having the natural way of counting from 1 to infinity, 0, they also have negative numbers like minus 1, minus 2, and so on. And after integers there are rational numbers, which can be represented in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. So rational numbers also include fractional values and also fractional values in negative, minus like 1 upon 2 and minus 3 upon 4. And there is a different set of numbers called irrational numbers. They include values like square roots of all prime numbers, for example root 2, root 3, root 13, and pi also comes in irrational numbers. So last is real number. Real number is the set of numbers which include both rational numbers as well as irrational numbers. So according to the question, they have asked us every rational number is, so we can see that rational number is uh, rational number which includes natural number, whole number, integers. They are all part of real numbers. So the answer of sixth question is C, real numbers.